Well, Kilic Bugra Kanat joins us now from Washington. He is the research director at the SETA Foundation. He is also a professor of political science and has written extensively on the Turkey-US relationship. So you believe the Turkey-US relationship or cooperation is key for the stabilization of Syria. Why is that?
Well, it is since I think it has been now a few months that it became much more clear that the era of non-state actors and their functioning in Syria is over. So for the civil war in Syria to end and for the stabilization and reconstruction process to start, the nation state should play much important role right now. And Turkey and United States are the two actors that have been a lot of divergences in their Syria strategy for the last couple of years. But now, while the fight on ISIS is almost over, at least territorially, two countries can come together, and especially for the east of Euphrates, they can play a constructive role for the future of Syria.
You believe the US has failed to fulfill its promises in terms of the Manbij roadmap, the plan for Manbij. What impact do you think that has had on the relationship between Turkey and the US?
Well, it is not only the Manbij. Since the beginning of the Syria crisis, the United States had serious credibility gap in terms of not fulfilling its promises towards Turkey. It is the red line, it's the train and equip program, and it is now the delayed Manbij process. So today's phone call between President Trump and President Erdogan was extremely important in this sense, because since the declaration of the withdrawal from Syria, we started to see mixed messages from Washington, D.C. And this creates not only confusion, but increasing anxiety among the U.S. allies in the region. So at this point, the credibility and the trust between two countries are extremely important. And President Trump and Erdogan's speech, basically, I think from the readout from the president's office, we can understand that they want to restore that trust, and they basically wanted not to have any spoilers in this cooperation in Syria.
There does certainly seem to be a willingness in terms of cooperation. How long do you think this can go on? There has to be does there have to be some movement at some point? Obviously, Turkey is there on the border, ready to go in. How do you see this playing out?
Well, it depends on the look. There is too much confusion in Washington, D.C. And to be honest, nobody knows at this point, other than the President Trump's statement. We don't have any plan, any roadmap that was basically revealed in terms of U.S. withdrawal. And the announcement on Friday that the withdrawal started is basically considered right now a potential appeasement to President. So the President Trump today, I think, made it clear his intention to withdraw again from his tweet yesterday, from the phone call today with President Erdogan. And I think tomorrow the chiefs of staff will meet, and probably the expectation from both Turkey and from the United States at this point, from the Washington foreign policy elites, is a clear roadmap about the withdrawal process. And it can be 4 months, it can be 3 months, but there should be a clarity, which is key right now.
My apologies, we are going to have to leave it there. We have just run out of time. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Kilic Bugra Kanat.